Oh, it's still there, it's still there. Oh dear, I'm so scared. Oh Molly, that big scary vacuum, it's taunting me. Oh Daisy, come and help. That big huge Nilco 271. Oh. Hello? Oh, I've got that big scary vacuum. Oh, I don't like the way it's looking at me, I really don't. Anyway, I'm still scared of it, but once I've calmed myself down and gathered my Dutch courage. Normally you need to drink for Dutch courage, but as you know I do not drink, and I would never ever show my face on YouTube after having a couple of alcoholic beverinos. No siree, Bob, Daisy. Well anyway, I don't think it's going to hurt me. I'm going to test that Nilco 271 that's just behind the camera. It's a huge, scary beast of a vacuum. I've used it briefly, just on regular dirt, but I've not actually thrown down a lot of dirt to test until today. So I will be showing you the big scary vacuum briefly. I think you've seen enough of it during the unboxing video, so I'll just briefly show you it. And then I'm going to get several bags of filth, spread them all over this pristine, lovely, clean living room. And hopefully the Nilco 271 will restore the carpet to how it looked before I chucked all my filth all over it. If it doesn't work, fortunately I do have one or two other vacuum cleaners to hand that will deal with the mess. Okay, let's have a look at the big and scary Nilco 271. Doo-doo, doo-doo. I'm trying to do the Jaws music. I could possibly have found that on the internet, but it's probably subject to copyright. Here it is. I'm going to tame the beast. After this demo, hopefully my fear of the Nilco will have been suspended, or at least put on the back burner. It doesn't look quite so big when I'm viewing it on my tiny little viewfinder, but next to me it's quite big. It's a big beast of a vacuum cleaner. So here it is. Now I've tried matching the socks. Any of you who watch for the socks, there are a couple of you who like to see the socks. I thought I was matching, but I think I'm coordinating rather than matching today. I've got these, look. You see? They sort of go, don't they, with the bumper, do you think? Anyway, there we go, that's for you sock fans. For the vac fans, which are the majority of you, let's have a closer look at this big commercial upright vacuum. Let's start at the very beginning, a very good place to start. When you read, you begin with ABC. When you demonstrate a vacuum, you begin with the agitator. No, that doesn't quite go. I'm starting from the bit. I'm a bit wacky today, apologies. I'll get a lot of thumbs down for this, I expect. Well, thumb me down all you like, mates. Because I do not care, I hardly look at them anymore, so there. But please, if you want to thumb me up, just thumb me up. It gives me reason to live. Now, here we go. Here is the agitator as seen in the very, very, very long unboxing video. What you didn't see in the unboxing video is the thing I had to buy in order to make this machine work, because it was missing a part. Anyway, here we go. It's a 4 brush roll agitator. I got 4 spare brushes with it. Very Hoover Senior or Hoover Convertible in the States looking. Nice big solid metal base plate that you can remove without the need of a tool. Just push it forward if I can. Come on. Oh, it played up in the other video. There we go. I know you might not want to show your underbelly to everyone, but some folk like to see what's underneath. So, there we go. Huge, huge fan. Can't quite see, but it is massive. So it takes a while to start up this machine. It's a sort of a slow build-up before it reaches full suction. You've got a very strong looking flat belt made of the sort of material that washing machine belts are made of, I think, or tumble dryer drive belts. Obviously this is a bit smaller for a vacuum. And there's some sort of a bit of fluff there. There's some sort of an adjustment here to compensate for brush wear. You can change the position of these. I have made sure it's in the correct position. Those very clean brushes have got a bit of dirt on them from the very small amount of use it's had. 2 wheels. Unfortunately, they're all fixed. 2 wheels. What am I saying? 2 wheels at the front, 2 wheels at the back. 2 and 2 are 4. This is becoming a bit like Sesame Street. Do you know what I remember from Sesame Street? I don't know why this phrase sticks in my head, but I managed to find it on YouTube. And I've had this phrase going through my head on and off for the past 40 odd years. And it's some little cartoon where this little boy is sent off to the store. Yes, they call them stores in America, or the corner shop if you're in the UK. But anyway, the little boy was sent off to the store and he goes, the mother says, a loaf of bread, a container of milk and a stick of butter. And then the little boy keeps repeating that. A loaf of bread, a container of milk and a stick of butter. So for some reason that has stuck in my brain. A loaf of bread, a container of milk and a stick of butter. Anyway, that's a bit of background information on my sad childhood. So there's the underside, not much more you can see there. Here is the top half of the big Nilco. Because this is a commercial cleaner and it's designed to be bashed about, people don't look after things in general, but they certainly, in a commercial environment, they take a lot of hammering. So to protect the cleaner and the furniture, we have an absolutely huge, thick bumper that goes all the way around the base plate. On-off switch is here. Oh, it's heavy. I'm going to do myself an injury. On, off, and then you have a huge, great big pedal to recline. Whoops, nearly caught my fingers. So it lays flat. It'll also lock in the operating position, and then when you put it into the upright position, it locks again, so it's easier to carry and store. The base of it is all metal, the hood is plastic. The bag, it's a cloth bag, and it can be removed. There are 2, now how am I going to show you this? Just about to see on that side. There are 2 of these little hand operated screws, so you can undo the bag and remove it if you need it to be cleaned more thoroughly. But it does have a paper bag inside. They weren't correctly supplied when I got the machine, but I have now got some bags that fit. So here is the bag. This is the bit that was missing. If you've seen the unboxing video, if you've got more than half an hour to spare, I'll put a link on the video for you if you want to watch that, where I go into great detail. This was missing. Now this cost me a ridiculous amount of money. If I'd known what size to buy, I would have been able to get this for about £1 or so. I can't remember. I think it ended up costing me about £15 with postage from a company. I think I had to pay their standard postage rate. This would have cost less than £1 I expect to post, and I had to pay something like £7.95. But I needed the part and I wanted a genuine part. So anyway, that bag support spring was missing. To get to the bag, we need to slide off the clip. These aren't genuine bags, but they are the correct bags. I wasn't happy about these. They seem to have a bit of water damage. Can't remember the seller. There is a little bit of dirt, but hardly anything. Hardly anything. Look, the bag, pretty empty. By the end of this video, that will be chock-a-block with any luck, if it's cleaned. The reason I had to get special Nilco bags, you can see the shape of the inlet there. It's not round like you'd expect on, say, a Hoover Senior, Power Plus, or one of the Hoover convertible cleaners that commercial cleaners, not convertible. Well, yes, they're called convertible in America. Anyway, that's that shape. And it fits on I'm going to have to angle the camera. Let's do it in situ. Oh, there we go. I do normally like to pause and cut, but anyway, we haven't time for those sort of shenanigans. Anyway, you can just about see there where the bag pushes on. Little bit of extra strengthening as well here, because obviously when you're sucking things up, they're going to come into the bag. I wonder if you can use this bagless. I suppose you possibly could use it bagless, but it would get very messy very quickly, and no, it wouldn't be good. Right, let's pop the bag back in, because the bag will be needed in a moment, because I'm about to get a lot of dirt out. So I just need to slide the clip back on the top and fix this. There's a little clip there at the top, which is just out of camera shot. How rude of me. There's a little, I don't know if you can quite see it, but anyway, there's a clip there, look. I'll just get it, there we are. So that's on. So that's designed, because it's springy, it's designed to move up and down. Obviously when it's on, the bag does inflate and it moves about. Very long flex. I haven't got a tape measure, but it'll be over 10 meters. It could possibly be 12 meters. And it's just 2 hooks at the front. 2 fixed hooks. Here's the handle. Obviously this is all metal with a plastic / rubber, not sure what that's made of, grip. So that's all there is. Oh, I'm a little bit less scared of you now. Nilco. Where is the rating? Did I tell you? I'm not sure where the rating is. Oh yes, it was on here. Yes, it's made by Fakir for Nilco in Western Germany. So it's a 660 watt motor. Okie dokie. I think, folks, it's time I made this lovely looking clean carpet a lot dirtier. So, for the first time ever on iBasiac, I'm going to get several bags of filth and just have a field day. I expect I'm going to be doing quite a lot of dusting today after this demo as well, because although I'll be spreading the bag of dust and filth on the floor, a lot of it will go up into the air. So the next shot you see will be a lovely, pristine, clean living room, and then after that, what I've done to it with my bag of filth. Well folks, as you can see, there's little Daisy May and the Nilco in the background. And look, ooh, lovely clean carpet. But we can't have a clean carpet. I could just use the vacuum, I suppose. I could turn it on and push it back and forwards like that. Oh, it's heavy to push. But that's not fun to watch, is it? You want to see a load of dirt being picked up, hopefully, by this Nilco. So, I will put this vacuum cleaner to one side, retrieve several bags of filth from my storage area, and then, well, you'll see the difference in 1, 2, 3. Ta-da! I've gone a little bit too far. Sorry, all you sock lovers, but I've had to put my silly slippers on. I'm not walking in this in my bare feet. The air is still thick with dust. Any of you with dust allergies, look away, because this will be making you sneeze just looking at it. Fortunately, it's not making me sneeze, but I can certainly smell a horrible musty smell. In fact, a lot of this filth is from my mum's house, so it's even dirtier than my dirt. I'm sure my mum's not watching, but my brother will be telling her everything, won't you? Yes, this is darker dirt than I normally use, because this is from my mum's SIBO Felix, some of it. Very full bag of her SIBO Felix, and a very full bag of her Hoover Pure Power. There's some of my dirt mixed in as well. I won't pretend it's all my mum's filth. It's some of mine. I've decided, I don't normally, but see these huge big clumps? I think it'll probably block up the machine, but I'm going to give it a go. Why not? In for a penny, in for a pound, as they say wherever. So, I'm afraid the big Nilco's got loads of dust on it. Oh, I only dusted, I tidied up before I made the video, and I dusted. I don't think I should have bothered, really. The air, I've had to put Molly and Daisy in the kitchen and close the door. I don't want their little lungs being polluted with all this. And I suspect even when it's picked up, a lot of the fine dust will pass straight through the bag on this Nilco. Ugh. Oh no, have I got a free socket? Oh, yes, but I'll just have to, excuse me, I have to plug it in outside, I think. Well, not outside, but outside the room. There we go. Okie dokie, pig-a-ma-pokey. We'll keep with this wide shot, and then of course I'll do a few glamour shots and a few close-ups for you. But just to see if we can get a lovely clean path with no lines of shame, I think, well, let's give it a go. Oh dear me, my lungs. It's a good job I don't smoke. Anyway, with some trepidation, I'm going to do it slowly. Hang on a minute, there's some bits I don't want to... No, there's some bits of plaster in here from my mum's Felix. We used it when she had her bedroom replastered. I don't really want anything... I've seen a couple of paper clips. I think it'll be fine with that, because obviously this machine could be used in an office and it will pick up the odd paper clip. I don't want it picking up... Oh, there's a big nail. Let's take that out. Well, the Sebo Felix has picked that up with no trouble, hasn't it? Because that's out the Felix. But I don't want to risk it with this. I'll just put those there. Okay. If there's anything else, we'll just have to go over it. I'll have to pause while it gets to full power. It'll take a few seconds, and then we'll just pass it backwards and forwards and just see what happens. The things I do, I don't know. I won't pretend that it hasn't snowploughed a bit of the clumps of hair. That's mainly dog hair and fibres and things. But, oh, it smells a bit. Oof. These bags of filth I've had to keep in my garage because I had them, they were in carrier bags, but I could smell them. They were in the bottom of my one of my wardrobes. And I thought, oh no. But, blimey, O'Reilly. Actually, look now, I'll take off my slippers, I'll do that. Look at that. You can see that in my viewfinder. Wow. Apart from, of course, it's got the middle line of shame. Line of shame or treasure trail, depending on your preference. Obviously, that's where the belt is. Wow. And I can actually see agitation, because there's some rice and other bits and pieces in here from previous demos. So I could see the agitation. I will be doing a close-up for you of the agitation, never fear. Don't switch off yet. Switch off when I've removed the rest of this. Wow, look at that. I'll just take a quick photo of this, actually, before I continue for my Facebook page, because I've done it before. So I'll just do an after for my Facebook. If you like vacuums, you can check me out on Facebook. There's a link below, or you can just search iBaziak on Facebook and you'll see my special vacuum cleaner fan page on Facebook. Okay, let's have some close-up shots and see how well this machine agitates. Obviously there's no beta bars in this, but it did seem, I could see some of the particles. You wouldn't have seen it from the shot I've given you because it's just obviously a wide angle shot, so we can see a nice difference. I'm not sure if all this will fit in the bag, to be honest. But anyway, I'll get on with cleaning the rest of this mess up. I've put my slippers back on and I've focused the camera into this area here where there is a lot of sort of gritty material, little bits of rice and couscous and things from my other demos. all this bit here. So we should get a good shot of the agitation. Let's position Mr. Nilco, who I'm slightly less scared of now. There we go. I was quite surprised by that result. Even, you know, obviously a little bit of snow ploughing, but it gobbled up a lot of that. Okay, let's see how it does with a little bit of a closer shot for you. Again, of course, the line of shame, naturally, but where the brushes have gone, no, it's not perfect, but considering the amount of muck that I've put down, that's pretty good. I'm just going to give the bag a bit of a feel. What I'm going to do, I know I'm a rebel. I'll give you a few more glamour shots, some more close-up shots, different angles, and then I'll continue with a wide shot and clean up the rest. And then I'm feeling a lot of the dirt, well, I'm not sure, we'll see. It might compress down into the bags. The bags are quite large, but there is a lot of dirt here. Okay, on with the show. Look, I don't care if you're scared of heights, stay up there. You've got to get this shot for me. Just stay still. You've got insurance if you're full. Come on. No, I'll cut that out. It's okay. No, they won't see it. Right. Ready? Is it filming? Oh, make sure it's on. Okay. Right. Right, folks. I've positioned the camera rather cleverly to give us an above shot. Something new I'm trying. You know, I like to give you something different. You must be getting bored with these by now. I know I am. Let's have a quick go. I'm going to go a little faster. You know, let's up the tempo. Oh! I think that was a mistake. Yes, I think it's rather magical, isn't it? The way that a humble vacuum cleaner can transform chaos into order. And that's what I'm going to continue to do with the Nilco 271 upright vacuum cleaner. Here we go. Oh, Roger. Roger. Do you know what that sounds like to me? I don't think I've broken it, and I think the belt slipped off. Do I have a spare belt? I don't. Don't say I've broken the belt. What a tragedy that would be. I'd have to abort this video. But it's my own fault if I have. No. Not broken. It's just slipped off the spindle. It's saying, what are you doing to me? I wasn't put on this earth for your entertainment. Well, I'm sorry, but you were. Well, you weren't actually. All your brothers and sisters who were made at the same factory probably went on to clean a lot of dirt from a lot of filthy hotels and offices, shops. Whereas after I've given you all this nasty stuff to pick up, you'll be cleaned up and then retired. So enjoy it while you can. At least you're getting a chance. Now I'm going to have to. I don't know if I'm going to be able to slide it over. There's a little symbol. I'm not sure if you can see from there. Just like you get on the Hoover Juniors and Seniors. No, that way. Yes. I don't know if I can pull it actually. No. Oh, it does spring. Look, can you see it? It's got a bit of springing. Ooh, it sounds a bit gritty now. I might just be able to get it over there. Ew, there we go. Just check it's okay. Very smooth sounding, isn't it? I won't be testing this on floors because I don't think it's designed for floors. I don't really want to risk damaging the floor. My floor needs replacing actually in my kitchen. It's wafer thin it is. You just have to look at it funny and hole appears in it, or a dent. So we'll be getting a new floor possibly this year, so when I do choose a new floor, when we choose a new floor, I'll be selecting one on the basis that it will be good for my demonstrations. So I'm not going to get a cushion vinyl floor that isn't stuck down, that doesn't cope very well with most vacuums. I'm going to get something a bit more substantial. Oh god, I always have trouble. Right, time for a commercial break. Off you go. It's nothing to see. Most of you will have switched off by now anyway, won't you? Don't know why I bother really sometimes, but there we go. Is that it? Oh, it isn't. Is it? Is it? Oh, I don't think it... oh, I think it is. I think it is. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Let's give it another go. I knew I shouldn't have done that. I hope this time it's not broken. I won't bore you with what I've just done before. What I'm going to do, I think really, it's doing very well as you can see, it's just the huge clumps. You know, there's not many vacuums that can cope with that. Actually, I got a new 50mm diameter hose and accessory kit for my Aquamaster yesterday. Unfortunately, my Aquamaster isn't to hand, so I can't show you. But that would cope with all this. I might do a video of it, you picking up this at one point, at some stage in the game. Oh dear. Okay, I'll yet again pop the belt back on. Hopefully that's all I've done. Pick up the bigger bits, because it really it's done very well. But I will clean up the rest of the carpet. looks a little bit better. I will be doing some fine tuning using another vacuum, because although it's got the bulk of it up, and there was a lot, wasn't there? And judging by the bag, oh dear, you see, this is what it must feel like after Christmas when you've overindulged. Ooh, it's a big one. I think there's still a bit of capacity in there. Actually, I've just noticed a little bit I've missed off camera, but I can't leave it. Trying to do the Hoover manoeuvre. Oh, that would be a funny video, but I can't be bothered to do it. There, you got a preview of something I won't be doing. I did that silly Hoover manoeuvre video a while back with the Hoover globe, and that was quite light and nimble. I was able to do a few moves. Trying to do the Hoover manoeuvre with the Nilco. Well, I don't think even Jeff Capes, you have to be a certain age to know who I'm talking about. I don't think even Jeff Capes could cope with it. Oh, anyway, that's not too bad. Well, thanks to this big mess test, I've nicked that, and you know who I'm talking about. I'm sure other people have nicked my ideas. I've heard someone mention Bag of Filth on their videos. May I remind you, people everywhere, that Bag of Filth is trademark to iBasiac. Yes, and I know iBasiac's a trademark, but I've checked, I can use it. It's lapsed. Hoover don't use it anymore. Not the old Hoover we knew and loved. No, they don't beat as they sweep as they clean. Oh, but nor does this. Shall I, last shot, we'll just take the bag out, shall we? Have a look at the new Bag of Filth. Because obviously, what's gone in the Nilco will end up going in a Goblin, a Sebo, an Electrolux, a Hoover, a pneumatic. It's done the rounds as this dirt. You'll see it again, I'm sure, in another video. But let's have a look at it to finish this huge, big mess test with the Nilco 271. Okay, time for the reveal. To prove there are no hidden cameras, no trickery here. Well, there shouldn't be any hidden cameras. It's that big, will it actually come out? I think there's still space. There's still space for more. Oh no, it is a little bit... There we go. No, I think if it managed to actually pick up those huge chunks, I think it would have picked them up. Well, it wouldn't have. I mean, it would have fitted in the bag. So there's still... Let's try and squeeze it without too much muck coming out. I mean, it is pretty full. It's a pretty full bag there. If this much dirt went into my talking Hoover Sensortronic, it'll be screaming, "Bag is full!" It didn't speak like that, it spoke with a lady's voice. Bag is full. Something like that, anyway. There we go. Did you enjoy that? Some of you will have done. I know some of you have been eager for me to test the Nilfisk, and I think, hopefully, you'll agree that I have tested it on a lot of mess. I'm going to have to do some dusting. I'm going to have to probably have a lovely hot soapy shower. And then it'll be on to another demonstration. I'm not sure what's lined up next, but whatever it'll be a vacuum cleaner, I'm sure. So that's the end of this big mess test video. Hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and you'll be updated every time I upload a new video, which is, at the moment, 3 times a week. I don't know if I'll be able to keep up that pace, but at the very least, you should. Certainly for the rest of this year, you'll be getting 2 new videos a week. But one day it might only be 1, but who knows, something else might come along. I might go off vacuum cleaners altogether. I think it's a passing phase. I'm sure it is for you too. Some of you have left me along the way and and given up on liking vacuums, and I don't blame you. It's a bit of an odd thing to like, isn't it? But if it makes you happy and it's not harming anyone, go for it. That's what I say. Please thumb me up. Please like, well, that's the same as thumbing up, isn't it? Please thumb me up. Please share this video with healthcare professionals nationwide if you wish, and please comment if you want to comment. But of course, any nasty comments will be instantly removed and bad karma will come to bite you on the bottom. So until the next time, thanks very much for watching. I love you all. And I'm not even tiddly. See you very soon. Bye for now.